I've gone through a lot of these. I don't have anything to read. What I can say is, and I'm not the least bit nervous, although I'm floored by the fact that we're here at all, after having struggled and in business and professionally, clearly, for over nearly 40 years. The fact that we could, or this little restaurant that could actually be taking part in setting a standard. I mean, believe me, those words weren't even possible. This wasn't possible. I didn't believe that Kate and the crew were coming to the Red Barn in Augusta, Maine until they landed, because this shouldn't be happening. My brother and I, without whom I wouldn't be alive, had just decided to give up. We should have been too broke to care and too broken to matter. And when I needed it, I was so good at giving, always have been, and terrible at asking, and even worse, if at all possible, at trying to make money. That was never going to happen to us. And I figured that out, although it took me 39 years of beating my head against the wall and figured it wasn't working. I'm pretty stubborn, I'm Maine mentality, pretty gritty. So for 4 decades, I kept doing the same thing. And then finally I said, among other things, my life got very, very complicated. And we just decided to do things differently and invest in our community. And it started out as an act of desperation. I had extra food, I was closing, and to be honest with you folks, and I'm sure this is for the rest of the world to hear, I was too broke to file for bankruptcy. They wanted $1,100. I was too broke to go broke. That is unbelievable. Now, who would admit that, right? But I've got nothing else to lose. I've already admitted everything else, but that's it. People don't think you're a freak. People aren't going to turn their backs. Everybody in this room has somebody that they know is struggling. It's a problem of the majority of people in life and in business. And when you have a problem in your life, a dual diagnosis of bipolar and alcoholism and a failing restaurant, and you can't make payroll, and you're too broke to file for bankruptcy, things are a little tough. Things get a little tough. And then you just decide that you either want to live or die, and that's exactly what it was. My Purple Heart is turned right side instead of backwards most of the time. Who does that? You nearly died. Mr. Tuttle, born November 2nd, 92 years old, comes in, had no business driving that day, comes in to give me the Purple Heart that he almost died 5 times to get, to a little chicken joint gal with a drinking problem. And he just walked in and he said, "You're the bravest woman I've ever met." And it doesn't ever sink in, because this shouldn't be happening. So when I meet the people tonight, and I'm just dressed in a real casual manner because we don't even believe we're here. I'm sure it's just a big joke, but in the meantime, but what are you going to do? So we just came and I said, "Pete, you believe this? I'm practically touching the White House. You believe this? We're going to the JW Marriott. That thing's like $1,300 a night." Are you kidding me? I almost died. We leave the lights on for people, you know what I'm saying? I don't spend $1,300. So that's where we ended up, and we're just staring at, we could rent movies if we want, we could have room service. I'm like, this is unbelievable. So we don't often get treated this nicely. We thank the restaurant, National Restaurant, Maine Restaurant, Dennis Paper for nominating us and for making us feel like what we do really matters, and to be able to see all these beautiful faces in this room tonight and feel like, if you give, you'll never need. And it is possible. It is, as evidenced by my standing here today, that anybody can be an impossible winner. Thank you.